Crisis! Hello! Hello. You may have noticed just now. You're a VIP. What? VIP now! You're a VIP! I decided to give you the badge. Come back in a while. Okay. I gave you the badge so that nothing will happen to you if, I don't know, if something decides to time out everything, you know? So there, congrats! You earned it. I want to be a different snowman today. Wait, the music isn't playing for you, is it? Oh no. Music? There it is. Oh right, I turned it off to record a video yesterday. Did something happen? What is that? Why is it moving? What? Excuse me? Oh! I'm stupid. It's my microphone! Oh no! Brain! I was like, what's moving in there? Under the chats and alerts. Like, what could possibly be? And that's just the clip on my mic. Where's that snowman that I wanted to be today? This one. Here. Slightly creepy. Maybe the old one was better. Its mouth doesn't move. I mean, it does, but not much. Oh wow, so fitting. The track that just came on is called Capital Pain. And I indeed am in pain today, but I'm going to go on until I feel that my ear isn't until it can't hear really well, and then I'll stop. So maybe a couple of hours, maybe longer. Oh, I'm so glad about the badges. Okay, music. Shush. Music shush. Game. Alright. So I actually had to Google just a couple of things to figure out what I was missing. And I was on the right track yesterday. I saved in the bookshop, and we need to read some books. And 20 real will be enough for the room. Why did I think it would be 120? Because last time we paid that, but we also needed to pay for damages. And I don't need to do that anymore.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of famous people. There's also a wide range of paranatural literature.
Welcome back, my first VIP. Oh, yeah, I'm a snowman again today. So, I'm going to try to buy books and stuff and see what that does. And if I have to reload again, I'll do that. But from what I've read, reading books passes the time, and we need to do that to make these thoughts progress. This one is only 38 minutes away. So let me remember. So this one is 420. Hey, 420. And then
Shelves
this
full of
one,
biographies of famous people.
470 for a biography. This was
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels featuring
8.
the supposedly stalwart.
And it's a detective fiction. And also,
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People.
I need to somehow talk to her about this door, and I think I ruined that conversation already. Okay, these were board games.
Boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages.
A bit expensive.
The display rack is brimming with worn paperbacks featuring an extremely muscular sword-wielding.
Alright, 9. Heroic fiction. So, I think I'll buy that book, which is a little cheaper.
This bookstore is not strictly about.
Indeed, something about that book does seem to have spoken to you. Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for.
Well, I hope it contains what you're looking for. I sure hope it does. A small green book giving off a peculiar foreboding impression, although it's hard to figure out why. It describes the various ways of healing debilitating ailments through the use of pale, some of which sound implausible at best. That's what I've been doing the whole year of 2020. Trying to cure debilitating ailments through the use of things which didn't help.
Medicinal purposes of the pale. The cover of this heavy tome features a number of esoteric symbols.
Open the book.
Flipping through the book, you find a number of sections on the general benefits of the pale. A large pharmacopoeia makes up nearly half of the book.
What's a pharmacopoeia?
You come across the following explanation. While modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated by so-called experts based on the results of clinical trials, readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional Seolite medicine practitioners, Mesk mystics, and Ilmaran folk doctors.
Cling cling, chin chin, Gucci. I missed everything he said because I saw that the teacup passes right behind the snowman's head. Another snowman wasn't actually this bad, but it's kind of creepy. It's like a snowman from Neil Gaiman's what was it? Coraline. This one is, yeah. This one keeps the face in place. I guess I'll be this. Right, what did he say? You come across the following explanation why modern pharmacopoeia are continually updated with so-called experts better than the results of clinical trials. Readers will find assembled here the timeless wisdom relied upon by generations of traditional cell-like medicine practitioners, medical physics, and human life. Okay, so it's a traditional folk medicine.
It's
Alright.
all quackery, in other
Quackery.
words.
Yep.
Finally, something to calm the angry spirits that have been plaguing you.
Mm-hmm.
It seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pale, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies.
I still have no concept of what pale is. Is there anything in there about restoring lost memories?
There are a number of zeolite tonics that promise to improve your short-term memory, but nothing that speaks to your condition.
I want something that will soothe the relentless torment of my existence.
What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for that.
Okay. Anything about curing an apocalyptic hangover?
There's nothing in here that speaks to hangovers directly. However, while browsing through the various descriptions, you become convinced that you could assemble something from the ingredients listed here. Want to give it a shot?
Ooh. Ooh. Rub your hands together. Alright, book. Let's see what you got.
First, you need to choose a base ingredient.
I read this as Groot immediately, and then reread it, and it's ginger root. Ginger root, a sprig of fresh mint, common meadow rue. Well, ginger root is common.
Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Excuse me? Oh, okay. I was like, vehicle as in a car. Mixed with a dram of whiskey. Oh, so we're making booze, alright. Boil it with a tea made from birch bark. That's herbal tea then. Mash it into a paste with some aloe vera extract. Birch bark.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
A few pomegranate seeds, a spoonful of sugar, some wild ginseng root. Sugar.
The ginger root will help with the nausea, and the birch bark tea will help you flush out the toxins. The sugar just makes it taste better.
That's what I thought.
The very thought of this tea causes your muscles to relax and your mind to clear. You're more present and in control than you were a moment ago.
Savor the feeling a moment longer.
A tingle rushes down your spine.
Oh, I could have
and you
healed
feel
morale
your
with
toes
this.
uncurl. If only it could always be like this.
That feels good. Want to try concoct one of those hangover cures again? So we can heal morale with this. That's nice. Put the book away. And now we need to think that thought.
Guillaume Le Million.
Yes.
Bad news. Guillaume Le Million did not become a cop.
Ah.
In 38, he went on a tour to the Sinyao province in Safre, where he died of autoerotic asphyxiation. His body was found hanging from a decorative dragon tree in his junior suite, amid drug paraphernalia, unwholesome objects, and the Sylvia Trainer single, Wonderland, skipping in the background. And yes, you can take this as a metaphor for Revachol in the 30s, and also as a warning.
Well, there goes the hope that this that this was us. Could have been us in the past, a cool singer or whatever he was. This gives us +1 to pain threshold, which is good. Alright, this one. What's the time? 13:32. What was there? Something else. There was something else that I wanted to do. What? Red. No sane person would ever put their head into such a machine. What machine?
A heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
Yeah, but didn't I just raise my pain threshold? I did. Why doesn't it count? Put skill points. Well, I did. Strange. Okay, I need to write that down. I made like a really good tweet at night. People keep liking it. That hasn't happened in a really long time. Pain threshold. Or the door. Alright, do I need it for anything else? Man from Heimdall series. So a book as well? Wow, this isn't working properly. Come on. Scrolling this with the mouse is too long. Nothing else for pain threshold.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance, and Cursed.
What in God's name is she talking about?
I wonder if I can make her speak about the door again. No. So, books are good. That's nice to know.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center.
Right, let me save.
An old call box. You hear the same waiting room music, but no one picks up the receiver anymore.
Try this again.
No, hold on. The last thing you need in your life.
No. Does it disappear when I... Nope, it doesn't.
There he still is, looking right through you with his white eye.
Nothing new here.
The trash containers. The smell of rotten food rises to greet you. You see soggy cartons, dirty rags, and organic waste.
And
The
nothing
container
new.
sounds a muffled gong. An inconspicuous pile of the roofing material, Eternite.
Perception. So if I equip those gatas, maybe like that.
An inconspicuous
No. What if pry bar?
An inconspicuous pile of the roofing
It doesn't
material,
rely on that.
Eternite.
Okay. Perception. Is there anything for perception? I don't think I had anything for perception. Oh, I could lower the perception. Keep forgetting about the glasses. Hmm. Okay. Kuna is no help. Who's that? How do I get there? Let's look around in the... maybe on the second floor.
The man ponders his cooking utensils. You see a heavy steel door with a prominent dimpled lock. It's painted blue. The old cobalt paint, rough on the fingers.
What's a dimple lock? Ah. Okay, so we need a key for that.
Can I help you?
Got the 20 real?
Then why are you wasting?
Okay, shut up. Let's go up. There's gotta be something that I can do. The other guy, the Simonese guy, wants me to think the thought. I can't punch him. There's nothing that I can think of.
The door is closed.
Knock?
There is no answer. You hear the shower being turned on, somewhere inside. A tremendous loneliness comes over you. Everybody in the world is doing something without you.
I'm so alone.
The door is indifferent to your loneliness. The world does not care. Still no answer.
Try the handle.
This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Knock again.
Still nothing. The lieutenant gives you a quick glance.
Like, what the fuck are you doing?
He doesn't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Yes?
Nothing. Is this his place? It is. There's no third floor. There's a green orb. Kim tries not to look at your broken down bathroom door. Got 10 cents for that. What is this room?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore.
Key to room 1, key to apartment building. What?
Kim also tries not to look at the pile of taped viscera on the carpet, or the weird suitcase on the hat rack, or the potted plant dying in the corner. But it's all just too morbid to ignore.
I did it my way. This is where the magic happens. You're looking at the destruction. See nothing, not stoically. Oh. This is kind of weird. We're not trying to confront Kim on anything. This is more points for the sorry cop. Which is where? There. Superstar Apocalypse. Boring. Sorry, this is probably Superstar. Or this one. No, this is Apocalypse. So this one, what is it? Boring? Oh, fuck it.
He nods.
Oh, it's nothing. Oh, fine, sorry.
No problem, officer.
He takes a step toward the door like he'd like to leave. Oh, he didn't go anywhere. We earned 20 cents though. I wanted to click this.
The fan stands still. The lights are on.
Um,
The window stands broken in its.
oh, it's still broken. Where's the door highlighted? Na, na, na. Na, 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 na. Na, na, na. Okay, there's no third floor. Nothing on the front page rings a bell strange. He's talking about this newspaper, I think. Sneak after he's gone to sleep. Seriously? Oh.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes. Keep saving that economy.
Okay, I don't need composure. Composure. No, I do with a net. But then I won't be able to pay for the room. Oh, and Renee. Okay, let me write that down.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods in Revachol. Anything for...
Take all. Oh, this was the
Shine of these
glasses.
sunglasses lasts a lifetime, officer.
Huh? Items? Interact? Balls? What did I get? What did I get? I thought that was some trash. Trash cop, trash cop.
The tear machine stands and your bottles clunk into the machine.
Nice.
And the money appears with a satisfying jingle. Do you know what you should do with that money, kiddo? You should buy more alcohol.
No.
Enter the endless cycle of consumption.
No. Shut up, electrochemistry. I regret having upgraded you. What's in this trailer? Was there any garbage in there?
A lorry stuck in the traffic jam. The windows are clear. They've been recently washed. You can see a lorryman's cabin with personal belongings. Sticker, the back end, a book with
Racist nationalist paraphernalia.
Okay. Good.
an old monument stand, a silver plaque.
Alright, I've read something about... Oh, he doesn't walk this way. Something about a thing on the pier? Maybe not the pier. I'm not sure where it is. I'm going to look around in this place where the bridge is broken. This doesn't open anymore. Okay, it's probably not here then. Oh, I can zoom out. Can I talk to this guy? No. I could also rest.
The worn and beaten wooden plaque.
We can sit on benches after we've solved the murder.
But dude, there's nothing to do. We need to wait. It's weird that time doesn't pass when you're just running around doing things. You'd expect things to, I don't know, progress. But nope. 2:22. I could try and read that book again. There's a whole section of the map which I can't unlock right now. I think maybe it's being unlocked on the third day. So maybe that thing which I read about is in that section.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural? I ain't no...
Actually,
We weren't put on this earth to make your life...
What's this place? Was there anything here? It takes like 10 clicks to make him run towards anything.
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman.
She mumbles. So
Nothing here. Oh wait, exit. What?
the spread pattern of these bullet holes makes your chest ache. Your breath grows heavier. More old bullet holes. At least half a century. A different era altogether.
Examine closer, these bullet holes look like the bullet holes we saw before.
You peer into the faded marks in the stone. They peer back like an endless row of tiny black holes. Sweat starts trickling down your brow.
This is bad mojo, man! Fucking horrible mojo! The end draws near!
Your chest feels tight looking at them. It's closing in, caving in, ever tighter. Your breathing grows even heavier.
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm fine. Oh man, I started feeling really bad for a second.
Might be the after effects of your past escapades. What are you looking at?
These bullet holes.
Bullet holes generally look the same, so probably. But you're right. More old bullet holes from the revolution.
Man, how many people got shot during that revolution?
Plenty.
Oof. So... we need more medicine. I think I'll spend this 236 on medicine, if I can. Any tools? No. Mm-mm.
Medicinal purposes.
Okay, let's
of
read the
pearl.
book.
The cover of this heavy tome. Very well. First, choose a base ingredient. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite. If only you could find one of these right now and drink the shit out of it. The book said it's good for you, so it would be okay. Would you like to try again?
Yeah.
Very well. First, choose. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should increase your energy and focus, though, in your experience, it's only done the opposite.
The same thing?
If only you could find one of these right. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle.
Spring of fresh mint.
Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a delicious tincture of whiskey
Oh my
and
god.
ginger. According to the pharmacopoeia, it should if only you would you like to try it. Very well. Next, you'll need to lastly, you've created a delicious tincture
A whiskey
of whiskey
again.
and if only you could would you like to try again?
Yes.
Very well. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created
Again.
a delicious tincture. If only would you like to try again? Very well. Next, you'll need to combine the base ingredient with an appropriate vehicle. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add?
So all of this stuff just makes more whiskey. Medicinal. Sure.
You've created a delicious
Again.
if only would you like to try again? You close the book and find yourself staring at the familiar cover once more.
Damn. Well, at least we passed the time a little. Half an hour left. Okay, maybe this wasn't there. Oh fuck, where is it?
Medicinal purposes of the very well. Next, you'll need to
Oh, I
combine
read
the base
everything.
ingredient. Lastly, is there anything else you'd like to add? You've created a if only would you like to try?
What
Very
if I
well.
try the first
Next,
one again?
Lastly, you've created a delicious tincture of whiskey and ginger.
So
If only would you
it
like to try
just
again?
makes whiskey.
You close the book and find yourself staring at
Oh.
the familiar cover.
Rereading it advances the time. Very nice. Yeah, you wouldn't read it, huh? Third complete white morning, and the little guy gets smaller and smaller as you rise above the dollhouse world. You see him out in the snow, on the streets, in the shop on the corner, and finally in a matchbox house. Sitting by the window, white flowers on the windowsill. You can smell them from up here. It's awful. A white morning, a modern death, divorce, or something similar. All you can do is put more distance between you and him, make him smaller, make him less you. Oh, it gave me more zoom out distance. Holy shit. Not bad. At least no minuses. Well, let's zoom out. Oh, this is cool. Okay, there's the code. There's this stuff. Well, this is accessed from this building, from what I can see now. How can I not touch this? Weird. Let's try to run around this side again. Where's my na 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 na. Why do you stop there? Hey, Kim. Kim. Where did he go? Kim? Okay, he tried to run around, but Oh, this is the second floor. Wait, so this is there's a, how do I access this? These two buildings are not connected. This is my room here. How does this lady... How did she end up on the roof? This makes no sense.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons lists all the companies in the East Delta Commerce Center. Silence. You ring the door. What an ominous name for a hair salon. All you hear is static. You hear the same waiting room music.
Is this about the questions? A warehouse? I don't know.
She looks up from under.
Fine. For it doesn't have a warehouse. Just a little back room here. Okay? A warehouse.
She scrunches.
Fine. For it.
Where was the medicine? This?
A small cabinet on the wall is filled with various medicine bottles, nasal sprays, and blister packs. They all bear the Saint Baptiste Pharmaceutics logo.
Okay, here. I hope Saint Baptiste makes you feel better or something.
It does. What do you mean, or something?
The tear machine stands in the corner. A sign says,
No. You need to.
Okay. What do I do? I need more XP to get a skill point.
Looking for something, Hunt? It's about not the most popular topic nowadays, with the coalition in charge and all. You might... I'm not just racist. Look, I've read books, huh? The science of racial theory has all been proved. Even if some people who've studied these things say that you and me are superior by design. So, naturally, we... Open your eyes. Haven't you noticed something different lately? An unfortunate downturn, maybe, huh? When members of the superior race cease to believe in their innate superiority, they stop competing for resources. This concerns you, policeman, so you better be vigilant. The damn kips are showing up good lately. Same with the mosquitoes. And the other intruder species too. They're on the precipice of cultural...
cultural victory? What is this then?
It's true. Also, you need to realize the dangers of mixing races. Who knows what might happen if people don't stay in their birthplace? You might end up with a new sub-race, with unknown characteristics.
Okay, if I click
leading
this
to
first
extra
one,
competition.
it will upset
That's why
Kim.
you've got to control the offspring. Don't push. Looking for something, Hunt? Come to... No.
He's got a smoke right there, in his fucking hand. Snatch that shit out of his fat...
It's my last one. Sorry, all done. I bet. Sorry I couldn't be...
Okay, racist guy is no help. At least the time is passing, that's good. Can I call the precinct again? Oh, there was a...
Inside, you see a set
No,
of
no, no, no,
steering
no.
levers, a radio microphone.
Close the door. I remembered something. What if I look at my... what is it? Ledger.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A cabbage of paper, arson, petty theft, spousal abuse. Handwritten logs on dozens of investigations date back to January 51. Stamped case file.
Yes, how very childish. It's a holdover from the early days of the RCM, right after the revolution, when the organization had little idea how to do things. It persists in an unofficial capacity. Officers use these titles to refer to their work among themselves.
Your secret is safe with the rotten cabbage of papers in your hand. Yes, a title, one might say even. One that draws inspiration from snoop, arson, petty theft, spousal abuse.
Huh? Too complex.
Arson, petty theft, spousal
Okay,
abuse.
the time doesn't seem to be
Handwritten logs
progressing on
dozens
a
of
click.
investigations date back to you don't exactly
Files.
close them.
Logic
So
4.
much as distance yourself from the smelly papers. They're a little further from your nose now.
Oh, I have nothing that would lower the logic right now. Oh, flip up glasses.
It's the ledger you found in the trash. A
No,
cabbage of papers
tried
hanging
that
from the wall,
already.
with the permeables drawer inside. It's barely held together by a clip, then made complete by the faint smell of urinal cleaner.
Okay, so we cannot do anything with the ledger either.
The shine on these sunglasses lasts
Minus
lifetime,
logic,
officer.
oh no.
100% guaranteed.
The speakers below are banged up and worthless. The sneakers triumph over them. They're the star of these once
No, don't look at the speakers, officer. Look at the... Then look at them again.
a pair of found
Those sneak...
only. That's madness. Found Ultra. We're the future. You remember the slogan from some magazine.
Everything's still cool here, officer. Only the coolest goods and anything for me.
This man probably comes from Seaguy, sometimes known as the Apricot Suzerainty, an archipelago in the Samaran Isola.
But you're not a local, are you?
Very sharp, officer. I'm Serais from the Seaguy province of the Serais Empire. The Apricot Suzerainty, you know?
Apricot Suzerainty calls to mind an era when the Seaguy archipelago was colonized by Revachol. It's a bit of a slur, in other words.
Didn't I already talk to him about all of this? Isn't that name kind of insensitive?
Very cool. I admire your awareness of our intertwined histories.
I did.
Super nice of you to apologize for colonialism. But the Apricot Suzerainty is a
He did
shithole.
say that, I remember
That's
this.
why I left. That's so cool, officer.
That's so
Speaking
cool.
of, why not support an independent local entrepreneur by buying some pens and glasses? Only the coolest goods in Revachol. I've got sneakers. I'm an entrepreneur, officer. I've got so No need.
But did he first mark them up 100%, just so that he could put them on sale?
No need for discounts. Everything's already on sale. Anything you want, 50% off. Okay, are those things really on sale, or did you just check up the price first?
My man, you know how the game is played. You and me, we should work together. What do you think? Shake things up? Anything for you. Me?
This man probably comes from Seaguy.
Very cool. I like.
No, there's nothing to click. There's nothing left to click. There's this whole area. Ooh. Okay, this guy. Oh yeah, what was this? Figurines?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the trinkets displayed on the table. A typical Martinez streetlight sits among assorted floor and table lamps. The boomboxes wait on the shelves, and your boombox, that gold and amber Harmon Waushi, stares at you longingly.
If police work means playing tapes, sure, you can use it for that. Or any other time you'd need to play a tape.
I don't have a tape yet, so no use for now.
Hello, hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything.
I'm gonna sneeze. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. There I go. Share your fear with
You
me.
said you done it before.
The lieutenant steps away, pretending to admire some of the knickknacks on display. He won't be your knock, but he won't be thrilled about this either.
Oh shit. I should have probably saved. Ah!
If you say so. Here you go, man.
Yes, darling. That's the coalition government ordained Parolidon. Straight into your gut.
Refuse to take it for now. Yeah.
I respect your decision, officer. What else can I help you with?
What? Something to sell.
Sure.
Okay.
Let me have a look.
Check my pockets.
Anything else you're thinking of selling?
Oh, this is just 15 cents. So 15 plus 50, that's 65. That will be one. Maths. One 156 plus 0.65, 221. That's not enough for another book. Clothes?
I'm not purchasing any more clothing at the moment, and especially
Your mother is a necrotic object! I'm
another time, perhaps.
How much was the pin?
Yes, Fortunately, I still have it.
330.
330 and it's yours.
But I sold it for 320.
Yes, you did, but this is how pawn shops make profit. So, do you want it or not?
Not yet.
Your choice, officer. I can't promise I can hold on to it for much longer, however.
Oh, god damn it. What did I say? 220 something. We need to make more money. Somehow. Buy that back. Okay, a test. A test.
Medicinal purposes of the pearl. The cover of this heavy
1627.
tome. Very well. Next, you need to lastly, you've created a delicious, if only, would you like to try again? Very well.
Ooh.
First, choose a base ingredient.
1642.
Next, you need to lastly, is there anything you've created a if only you could find one of these
57.
right now and drink the shit out of it. The book said it's good. Would you like to try again? You close the book, and flipping through the book, you find a number. You come across it's all quackery. Finally, it seems to contain descriptions of the medicinal properties of various ingredients that may be gathered from the pearl, as well as instructions for producing a variety of herbal remedies. What you're describing is booze. You don't need any herbs for. There are a number of CO-like tonics that promise to improve your short. There's nothing in here that speaks to. First, you need to choose.
So if I can push the time to 9 p.m., that would be really nice. Because I think either at 8 or 9 p.m. we can go and see that guy in the evening, I think. Smoker on the balcony. Sometime after 9 p.m. Okay, let's just time travel. Time travel. Let's go.
Lastly, you've created a if only. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, choose a next. Lastly, you've created a if only. Would you like to try again? Very well. First, next, lastly, you've created a if only you could find one. Would you like to try again? Very well. Next, lastly, you've created a delicious if only you would you like to try. Very well. Next, you need to combine. Lastly, you've created a if only would you like to very well. Next, lastly, you've created a if only would you like to try again. Very well. Next, you need to lastly, is there you've created a if only you could would you like to try again. Very well. Next, lastly, is there anything you've created a delicious if only would you like to try again? Very well. Next, lastly, you've created a if only would you like to try very well. Next, lastly, you've created a if only you could would you like to try again? You close the book.
Map. What's on the map? What happened? Backyard wall. Oh, it has updated, okay. And anything else?
The same waiting room music. Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Conceptualization. In the dimming light, some things become clearer. Items, clothes.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Let's save.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because you see it. Finally. This wall is sublime. Look at it. The shadows. The colors.
Let the conceptual joy flow into your pupils and blossom into thoughts in your brain.
All the other walls on all the other houses must make a pilgrimage in adoration of this, the uncontested pinnacle of wallcraft. Color peeled from the very face of God.
Wallcraft. More.
Oh, Wall Father.
Kima must paint this wall. Add even more beauty to it.
Huh? He sounds tired of it all. Cindy the Skull has all the necessary materials. Talk to her.
First, I know you're tired, Kim, but take another look at this wall. Draw nourishment from its beauty.
Sure.
He looks up at the wall reluctantly and then back at you. Must talk to Cindy, get the necessary materials from her.
If you must.
Yes! We are the art corp! The art corp! Yay! Okay. This is something that I can do right now. And, not to try to... Hello! I have time traveled. I read the book for 3 hours, I think. Traveled further in time. And now we are going to try and paint the wall. Yes, this is a game about a policeman. But this policeman is doing anything but policing so far. Well, no, he's done some detective work. And now we are the art corp.
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
Cindy, I need some paint and your brush too.
What for?
I'm doing renovations, boring but necessary for my motor carriage. We're going undercover. The apocalypse is coming. I need to warn people. For art. It's for art, okay?
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
To be honest, I haven't really thought of anything yet, but I'm sure I will. Everything is sad and shit and we need art to make it okay. Just give me the brush. Grand art, art deluxe, the artsiest, the most groundbreaking, the... something. Second.
Sounds like you're just about to live out your self-pity,
Oh.
not make a statement. I can't have shit art on my conscience.
Cool, no brush, they're not a problem. You will all see and tremble. To crush a man's dreams like that, I hope you're happy.
Yeah, not gonna hold my breath, Piggy.
Oh,
You look like you
fuck.
suck. Everything really.
Reload! Reload. I don't have enough in... What was it? What was it? What was the skill?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Because you see it. All the other walls. Oh, Wall Father.
Huh?
He sounds tired. Cindy the Skull has...
Mm-hmm. If you must.
Okay, let's go again. Yeah. That's not enough in some skills, and I think I'd like to replay this game and put skill points in. What was it that was needed to conceptualization? No. What was it? I didn't look. Perception? No. Composure? Like, this is cool, but somewhat useless in quests. Suggestion? Probably. Probably, yeah. So, if I had more in that... And there was something else. Not sure what. Some other skill.
Hello again, officers. What for? Well, if it's for art, but what kind of art are we talking about?
Okay, this one wouldn't fly. She kind of needs us to say something that to be sure. So maybe this grand art deluxe.
Let me stop you right there, Piggy. You have no idea, do you? No idea. No brush? Fuck off.
Oh, for fuck's sake! To crush a man's dreams like that. I hope you're happy.
There, Piggy. I guess
It's
art just isn't
conceptualization.
really you. 'Cause you suck in life and in everything.
I should save right before here. Again! What if we lie to her? Say that this is for the car.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing.
Ah!
Why? It's a...
Again! I can pass the 42% check sometimes. That's good.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
Why? Please, RNG.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why? It's a wall. An ordinary
I don't want to be the snowman again. No more. I need this.
Why must we stop to look at this wall every time we pass?
Again.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see. Yeah. Why? It's a wall.
Time travel. That's what today is all about.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why?
I need some music, like a like a waiting room lounge music.
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here. Yeah. Why? It's...
That was me. Oh my god, voice mod. I don't want to update. Just give me the sound
Just
bites.
an ordinary wall. Nothing to see. Yeah. Why?
How was it successful before and not anymore?
Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see here.
Okay. Soundboard. What the fuck, voice mod? Soundboard. It hanged. Wow. Voice mod crashed. Why? You just updated and then crashed immediately. That's silly. Elevator music. Oh wow, it's not even playing through my earbuds. Output. Headphones.
Yeah. Why? Just an ordinary wall. Nothing to see because...
Yay! Finally.
This wall is sublime. Look at it.
Finally.
The shadows. The colors.
Pogs! The conceptual flow more, keep a mask, continue, Costa no, I must talk, leave. And now I will save right before Cindy, so that I don't have to do all of this again. Okay. Escape. Save. Save.
Hello again, officer. What for?
For my motor carriage.
I ain't helping no pigs fool honest, upstanding citizens. I'm not an antisocial element.
Doing renovation?
But boring. You're not using my lovely brush to spread boredom.
The apocalypse is coming.
What do you think I'm trying to paint here? A mural for a better tomorrow? Why do you really need it?
Okay, she's not falling for any of that. Art.
Well, if it's for art. But what kind of art are we talking about?
I feel like even if I try this, she won't agree. Like, whatever the outcome, I'll need more conceptualization.
Then you have time to find your own fucking brush. You're about to cry internally, aren't you, Piggy? Oh, pathetic. Just give up. Art isn't for you.
Okay. And I just saw a notification on my desktop. A streamer I follow called Brush for Hire went live. What a coincidence. I don't think this is going to work. Even if I reload. So we could try to...
Hello again, officers. Have you come to admire my mural?
convince her.
They do say the painter always paints his own portrait.
Paint yourself a self-portrait, but sort of, you know, from the inside to show people what it's like.
That's pretty fucked up. Even for you, piggo.
So belittling me, what if I add some interpretive dance? Won't do that, please just give me some paint and brush, I need to do some art.
You're a real sad sack. You know that? Go ahead then. Art it up. Just try not to hurt yourself.
Oh, she did give it
and
to
no
us.
self-portraits.
Thanks.
Oh, but I'm all out of fuel oil.
You know what you should be able to find in your government-issued vehicle? Red-dyed heavy fuel oil.
Can't I just use paint? Or right on the way I'm sitting for paint. If even children are painting with fuel oil.
Are you kidding me? Fuel oil is so much cooler. No way you're disfiguring that beautiful wall with something as pedestrian as ordinary paint.
Hey Kim, do you think you could lend me some of your fuel oil? Or Kim, my friend, would you be willing to sacrifice some of your fuel oil for art?
My fuel oil is for my kinema.
Oh.
Use your own fuel if you are unable to contain your artistic impulses, but please, leave my kinema out of it.
Oh, Kim. Find government marked heavy fuel oil and return to the wall. Brush. I could sell it. Paintbrush belonging to Cindy the Skull is an aspiring artist. Its bristles smell nauseatingly of heavy fuel oil. Specks of red, orange, and green paint cover the aluminium ferrule. Nice. So we need to find some fuel. Maybe this lady at the pier will have some Okay, I can actually switch to something normal. Back to snowman. Back to snowman. Back to snowman.
You're back.
Oh.
Good. What can I help you with?
Okay, she doesn't have any view options. Okay, it's 2035. I need to time travel a little more. A little more.
Medicinal purposes of the... Very well. Next, lastly, you've created a... If only you could find one of these, would you like to try? Very well. Next, Lastly, you've created a... If only you could... Would you like to try again? You close the book.
Yes, time travel. It's 2120. I need to check that guy's room, I think. What was it? Room 10? Hmm. 28. Which one is 28?
Give me a moment. Ask away, policeman. The hell am I supposed to know? Another people come.
They probably just moved.
Oh, I think he stuck something to do with all those stars. That's what I said.
The lieutenant shakes his head, as though to say, She mumbles some kind of a response.
Where is number 28? It wasn't here, it was on the balcony. Oh, there he is.
Gendarmerie, you found me.
The young man on the balcony gives you a bright smile before taking another drag from his cigarette.
His slender figure is backlit by city lights, its distant streets and motorways flashing like diamonds. It feels like a Friday. He seems to be in a good mood tonight, and his shirt is still unbuttoned.
Yeah, the cleaning lady let us in.
Beautiful.
He replies, smiling. As he looks at you, something sparkles in his eyes.
So tell me, are you here to make things right again?
That's what I'm aiming for, yes. Honestly, I'm just trying to not screw anything up. I'm not going to make things just right, I'm going to make them spectacular. Ignore the question. I was hoping to talk to a possible witness. Your balcony overlooks the murder scene. This is boring cop. This is the superstar cop. Sorry, cop. And this? I don't know. Apocalypse? I do have some points in the apocalypse now.
Beautiful.
A nearby street lamp casts shadows on his chin, drawing out the slender cheekbones.
I have some good news for you. My Sunday friend is visiting me tonight. I told him about you and he'd like to say hello. Step in. He's already waiting.
Uh-oh. By the way, I'm really digging the view here. Point to the city skyline. Is it Friday tonight? It feels like Friday. Why would I want to meet your friend? Very well, I'll talk to him, but first I want to talk to you. I have so many questions. Digging the view?
Mm-hmm. That's why I chose this place. Martinez is special, isn't it?
Wait. Suddenly you are digging things?
Is it Friday?
Yeah, it does feel like the end of the week. Such gentle weather. Even the rain feels nice.
Why would I want to meet your friend?
Trust me, you do.
Okay.
That's nice, but I don't have anything to tell you. It's my friend you're looking for, not me.
All right.
He takes another drag of his unfiltered cigarette and looks around. It's getting dark and the neighboring windows have lit up one by one.
Besides, I've got to run.
He's going to leave you alone again. That's sad. Something tells you you're never going to talk to an individual this cool or mysterious ever again.
But I just found you again.
Just look at it. It's a beautiful night. Who's going to stay in on a night like this?
He's right. Only losers go to bed early. Time to break out the booze.
Only if you promise that we'll talk again. It's important.
Something flutters in the corner of the lieutenant's mouth as you're saying those words.
We'll talk. Just not tonight. Take care, alright?
Experience! Interview the Sunday friend. Continue.
And he's gone again. Looks like it's becoming a theme for him.
He's always leaving. Why is he always leaving, Kim? There's something so different about him that I just can't put my finger on. Let's go. We have to interview his Sunday friend.
Different, of course.
His shirt. Why is his shirt always unbuttoned? He's such a good listener. I like talking to him. There's just something so mysterious about the way he talks and moves. He smells good. Why on earth does he smell good? Okay, what would I want to upgrade? So, interfacing for the figurine, validation for doorbell. That's to talk with that woman who thinks she knows us. Suggestion for quite a few things. Yawn. To relax my muscles. Rhetoric. Seller. That's the guy that sells sunglasses. And the guy with the sandwich. Questions about reality. Is spirit the corpse? Conceptualization. Actually, I passed this. The wall. It might be for Cindy. Pain threshold for the door and the book. Composure for Annette and Renee. Logic for Ledger. Can't look at it now. Okay. Something mysterious.
Something so mysterious about the way he talks.
Why is he laughing at us? What is so funny, Kim?
Very.
Kim, what's so funny? Kim.
He's barely holding it together. It's all he can do to keep from
Kim!
bursting out in laughter.
Come on, detective, let's go. We've got a potential witness to interview. His Sunday friend, remember?
What's so funny, Kim? I should have saved. Maybe that will save me. Ooh, that's a lot of stuff. Can I exit? Yes, so I'll save here. A quarterly business magazine. Governmental issues take me all over the world, as you can see. An empty ashtray. This is soaked up in a pot. Flies for underground bodies. An exquisite canopy bed made of metal. What's this? An old photo of the same apartment dated year 01. Buckets of paint on a layer of old newspapers. Party Dragon Silk Robe. +1 drama, +1 electrochemistry. Hey! Hey, look at that! Look at that! Look at that man! And the necktie is still on. What's this? Under the bed. Samaran conical hat. I don't think conclusions should be rushed. What else did they say? This tawny cone-shaped hat looks like a beacon of Samaran wisdom, and straws sticking up like antennas. Thank God you can't really see people's reactions when they see you strolling around in this incredibly insensitive headpiece. And this sleazy, silky bathing robe is in vibrant blues, features a roaring dragon on its front, ready to take off into the night. A red belt has been provided for fastening. It's culturally insensitive, but only for people who are not from Seoul. The real Seoulites probably don't care. Oh, okay.
Officers of the Revachol Citizens Militia.
This man in business casual removes his cufflinks.
His hands are clean and well manicured. This is a man who knows the importance of appearances.
My name is Charles Vildrouin, and I am an official with the coalition government. I work for the Institute of Price Stabilité on assignment from Sur-la-Clé.
Vildrouin.
I heard you talking to my friend outside. Very good. Super. I am here to assist you in any way possible. Ask me about the hanging.
Hanging? What a drag. He seems like a cultured gentleman. You should ask him about the finer things.
Oh, good thing we got all of those things, huh? Before we get to that, tell me where you got this beautiful silk robe from.
Oh, we got it from an atelier in the East Delta Commerce Center. Personally, I think it's a little culturally insensitive, but the material is great. Sadly, the shop is now out of business. That's really all I can tell you about it.
He forms a little rooftop with his fingers. Cold air sweeps in from the balcony.
The lieutenant takes out his notebook and nods to you to proceed.
You actually witnessed the lynching.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer.
This is just the break we've been looking for. Is it because you did it, Mr. Villedrome? Start from the beginning, if you don't mind.
Officer, it's very difficult to describe what I saw that night. It was so surreal to me, like in a play.
He holds out his hands and blossoms his fingers, like a drama teacher setting the scene.
What do you mean, like in a play?
It was just so strange. I could barely comprehend what was happening. I was on the balcony when it happened, getting some fresh air. I remember that first they came in, carrying what looked like a body. And then I saw all the surrounding windows go dead, one by one. That's when I understood I should not be seeing this.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
He was on the balcony. Who were they? Can you describe them?
I couldn't see their faces well, and there were quite a few of them. But they were very loud and very Martinez.
He pauses, looking for the right wording.
Let's just say that the laboring classes can get rather expressive with their profanity.
How many of them were there?
I couldn't tell you exactly. Less than 10. Maybe 8?
The lieutenant sends you a sharp look at the mention of that number.
Were any of them huge, like 200 kilograms huge?
That's a giant you're describing. No, they were all quite human, as far as I could tell.
Did any of them look like drummers? What?
Drummers? Why, no. But then, I don't know what a drummer is supposed to look like.
What?
I think we can drop the drummer angle. That was my bad.
What happened next?
I went back inside.
Were you able to see anything from inside?
Officer, the yard was pitch black. There was nothing to see, but I could still hear their voices. They were threatening to kill that poor man.
Were they men, women?
All men, I presume. But again, I couldn't see very clearly.
What ethnicity?
I believe they were mostly white, though I believe I saw 2 Areopagites among them. And I am quite certain that one spoke with a Mesk accent.
And what happened next?
Well, that's the strangest part, officer. Nothing happened. It was oddly quiet for a public lynching.
What do you mean nothing happened? They lynched a guy.
Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all. There were no gunshots, no celebratory shouts, no anything.
Why didn't you call the RCM?
You're right, of course. That is what one is supposed to do in such circumstances. I was simply in shock. I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late.
So let me get this straight. You didn't actually witness the hanging itself, did you?
No, I didn't see the corpse until the following day.
Well, those are all my questions.
Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
There are other questions.
I'm sorry to say I did, officer. Officer, it's...
He holds it.
What do you mean?
I was on the balcony. That's when I understood.
Sounds like the victim was unconscious, or at least incapacitated. Well done, detective.
I couldn't tell.
The lieutenant sends you a shot.
I went back inside.
Were you able...
Officer, Well, that's the strangest part. Eventually, their shouts died down, and that was all.
You're right, it does seem
There were no
strange.
I'm afraid I don't have anything else to add.
About what time was all this happening, approximately?
All I can say is that it was late. No, I didn't see the corpse until... Of course, anything I can do to assist the RCM.
What's an official like you doing in matinees?
The coalition is only looking out for the price stability. Inflation is a killer, like a heart disease blocking the normal circulation of the economy. It must be controlled. The economy impacts the entire international community, which is why it requires international oversight.
What is the price stability?
It is the most important thing.
That doesn't tell me anything.
It's the central goal of any sound monetary policy. Maintaining the price stability is essential to maintaining high levels of economic activity, which is essential for maintaining high levels of employment, which is essential for maintaining the social stability.
Basically, it makes sure the price of bread doesn't change.
Oh.
Précisément. Too much inflation, bread becomes too expensive. Too much deflation, it becomes too cheap for bakers to produce.
Précisément.
That's why the Institute of Price Stability works to keep inflation just below 2%.
Below 2% of what?
But not too far below, no. Too below is also bad. Below, but close to 2%.
Fucking hell, this is just as bad as talking to that big guy.
The coalition believes in the importance of informing the public about the benefits of the price stability. Transparency is one of our principles. Would you like an informational pamphlet?
Okay, sure.
A sound monetary policy is essential for addressing uncertainty. Stability is the raison d'être of the moral intern. It's the reason why I identify as a moralist.
Oh, fuck you, then.
But oh, I don't have my leaflets on me today. That's too bad. You can always call our information line. Making information available is part of the moral intern's commitment to transparency.
Yeah, sure. What is this international community?
La communauté internationale is what Revacholians colloquially call the coalition. In other words, the nations that stopped the disaster of the revolution.
So you're some kind of bureaucrat?
Yes, as I said before, I am a commissioner from Sur-la-Clé working for the Institute of Price Stability. This is one of the main projects of the Moral Intern.
Wait, there isn't actually an Institute of Price Stability, is there? Or maybe there is. God, it's impossible to understand whether someone from the Moral Intern is joking or not.
I've heard about this moral intern before, but I want to know more. Tell me about Sur-la-Clé. Enough business, let's talk about something else. What's Sur-la-Clé?
What's there to say? Sur-la-Clé is a modern, urbanized country that measures very high on the Human Development and Freedom Index. Mostly, though, it's known as the executive heart of EPIS. Moreover, it is a great sponsor of less emerged countries. Revachol is only one of its many darlings whose progress it supports and cherishes.
This is the face I'm making at this guy.
Darlings? That can't be an official designation.
What makes Revachol Sur-la-Clé's darling?
Because a great percentage of Revachol's culture hails from Sur-la-Clé. Its language, its people, its cuisine even. Or at least in the downtown La Delta area.
Okay, but what are you doing here in this apartment?
Well, I'm renovating it. It is an interesting project. The building used to be a 12-story skyscraper before the cannons took the top 4 stories off. This, of course, happened when the coalition forces landed here. You could say I'm undoing some of the material damage the international community caused when we arrived here.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Do we want to know more? I think we should ask him.
It's the International Organization for Moralists, hence Moralist International. The Institute of Price Stability is just one of its many mind babies, as is the Coalition.
Okay. So what I'm hearing is that the moral intern... We are moral intern bitches. Oh, so we're actually working for the moral intern? That doesn't seem so bad. Mm, mm,
Doing one's job doesn't automatically make one anyone's bitch. Besides, there are more nefarious powers to work for than the moral intern.
Are you a moralist? He already said that he's a moralist.
But of course.
But why?
Because moralists believe in a normal, stable world governed by democratic values.
Lieutenant, are you a moralist? But what is a normal, stable world? Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me. Let's ask him.
Me?
You've managed to catch the lieutenant off guard, but only for a moment. He quickly recomposes himself.
I'm a lieutenant of the RCM, dedicated to maintaining law and order in Ravachol.
A very moralist answer.
Martinez doesn't seem very normal or stable to me.
Martinez? No. Martinez is something else.
What about the rest of Revachol? Is it part of the normal world?
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an interim government, which means it hasn't yet achieved full democracy. But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking.
I don't think I'm a moralist. Moralism sounds incredibly boring. I want more action. Moralism is the ideology of foreign occupiers. Revachol must be governed by Revacholians. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital. Yay, the communist answer. It's like every time I'm talking to people, I'm choosing option D. None of the above. Is that moralism? So, two of these are agreeing with moralism. This one... What was this one? Ultra-liberal, maybe? One is a fascist. And I don't know which one. Ah! Boom. Why is it? Oh, okay, because I have a thing open. Sorry for the boom. This is fascist, probably. Let's go with communism. Democracy is a meaningless sham as long as the working class is under the boot heel of capital.
Of course, the detective's personal views do not represent the views of the RCM.
Ah, my friend. But the lesson of the revolution is that communism does not work.
Are you telling me this world here is working out well? Well, what?
It's moving towards the right direction, and that's all that matters. Progress is measured in centimeters, my friend. Now, enough of this delightful political interlude. Was there anything else you wanted to ask?
Yeah.
It's the International Organization for Moralists. Hence...
Doing one's job doesn't...
But of course.
Am I a moralist?
Well, do you value freedom?
Oh.
Do you believe in a normal, stable world governed by democracy?
What is a normal, stable world?
The Occident is part of the normal world. Oranje, sur la clé. Martinez?
Okay.
Revachol is generally difficult. It's led by an...
Okay.
But they are working towards it. You're all doing very well here, relatively speaking. Ah, my friend. It's moving to now. Enough of this delightful political interview.
Tell me
Was
about
there anything else you
Oranje.
wanted to- Oranje is an exemplary nation who, as a core member of APIS, contributes 28% of our annual budget. Next to Sur-la-Clé, Oranje is probably the most prominent member of the international community.
Which one of them is more Epis? Okay, but outside of Epis, what is Oranje?
As founding members, they are both very EPIS. Oranje carries a lot of political weight, while Sur-la-Clé takes care of the business side of things. Sur-la-Clé hosts the headquarters of the major EPIS institutions. Oranje's economy is one of the most advanced in the world. It has successfully transitioned from heavy industry to advanced services and generally acts as an engine for sustainable change in the international community.
But that didn't tell you anything about Oranje.
Seriously, this talk isn't any better than the one with the big guy on the bridge? No, that's not the bridge. Above the gate. Like, this moralist guy. His entire vocabulary is just as obscure as that racist vocabulary. Can't you just talk like a normal person?
About what?
About Oranje, just tell me what it's like there.
Oh, it's very urban and very well organized. Their streets are clean, their horse cars run on time, the people are polite and efficient. Like I said, they are an example for less emerged nations to follow.
Alright, enough business, let's talk about something else.
Whatever you wish, officer.
Can you tell me about your friend?
Ah, my friend. My friend is a good young man. His family immigrated here from Kedra, and life has not been easy for him. But he understands the importance of education. He has taken his future into his own hands, and that's all that matters.
What's Kedra?
Kedra is a candidate member of APIS. But, between you and me, their potential membership is a more contentious issue.
What do you mean?
That it's never going to happen. They entered negotiations in 21, and it's been pending ever since.
But that doesn't tell me anything about Kedra itself. Is it warm there, cold, something in between?
It's warm. It's also known for its mandarin trees and dust storms from Supramundi. Kedra's an emerging market, but it still has a long way to go. Maybe that's why my friend's ménage decided to emigrate.
How did you two even become friends?
How did any of us become friends? Bad things happening on the Indian Isola? Oil platforms ablaze in the night? Civil wars lasting for years? Finally, the international community is forced to step in.
What are you talking about? No one becomes friends that way. Yeah.
Au contraire, it's how millions of people end up where they are, meeting the people they meet. It's how I came here, and my friend too.
You still haven't told me who he is.
Sorry, who?
Your friend, the smoker on the balcony. We were just talking about him.
But I told you, officer. He's a bright young man here to pursue his education. Education is the foundation of our future, especially the arts. It is a cornerstone of our civilization.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to... Can I ask for a name, actually? What's his real name?
Officer, you have to understand. I can't give you his personal information. I'm sure you have your own methods and databases, right? Please don't put me in this situation.
So all you can tell me about him is that he's here to study the arts.
He's deeply enmeshed in the study of the fine arts, yes.
As though you weren't envious enough of the boy as is.
Which arts?
He's a truly free spirit. He likes all the arts. Perhaps graphic design, printmaking, who knows? The world is open wide for a talented youth like him.
What are you doing in his apartment by yourself?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Enjoying the view? There's a dead body hanging in the tree. What view? It's dark outside. Isn't it rude for your friend to leave you alone like this? Mm-hmm.
A dead body we still need to get down, by the way.
Yeah.
Listen.
He says, raising his hand. What? I'm not hearing anything.
The Insulindian Bay.
What about it?
This place used to be a luxury accommodation before the revolution. Apartments, of course, were much bigger then. A few walls have been added here and there, leaving some of the tenants without a private bathroom or a kitchen.
I found a new sound. Yep. And back to the game.
But the million real view stays. You can't take that away.
He knocks on the balcony door, his face mirrored in the darkened glass. I was asking about your friend.
My friend comes and goes. I'm sure you'll see him around. He's a busy bee.
He's a busy bee.
A busy bee? What an odd choice of words.
Wasn't there something else?
I'm just enjoying the view.
Isn't it rude for him to leave you alone?
We're old friends. Nothing's taboo between us. I'm sure you'll see him around. I'm just enjoying the view. Listen.
Okay.
My friend comes and...
A busy bee? What an odd choice of
I
words.
had something else in mind.
I'm all ears, officer.
Oh, that's it. So what I'm getting from this is that massive gay vibes.
A moment, officer. Do you have everything you need from me? I'm afraid we won't have the chance to speak again once you leave.
Hold on, why can't we talk later?
It's against diplomatic best practices for an official in my position to be discussing murders with local militiamen. And I'm pressed for time. After you leave, I should be leaving as well.
That's not the real reason he's so apprehensive. Men in his position shouldn't be seen loitering around in underprivileged young men's apartments in the middle of the night.
Well, that's nothing to look at, so... Thanks for the heads up. My work here is done.
Of course. I'm glad I could help.
Yeah, there's nothing to look at anymore. Well... Rain. Let me check something real quick. Okay. Whose steps were those? The door? This requires a key, probably. Wait, actually. Ba-da-bum-bum-bum. Okay, we need paint. I wonder if the guy... Actually, let's try this door.
An old call box with a matrix of push buttons. You hear the same. You ring the door. What an ominous... All you hear is static. You ring the doorbell. You wait for a minute or two. Looks like someone has... Silence. Silence. Nothing happens after you ring the doorbell. They... Silence. No one. This button...
Huh. This button looks new.
Okay.
It's probably not.
I was thinking maybe if, you know, people came back in the evening. But this is a commercial center. Oh, this guy is gone. And they went away. This guy's gone. These dudes are still here.
The unpromising race pupil returns.
No. No, I'm not talking to you. Okay, let's equip something else. I don't need this flashlight. It save. Endurance for health. That drunk guy is gone, but I still have the quest to talk to him.
Can I help you? Got the 20 real? Good. You got the room for the night, but remember, you'll need another 20 real tomorrow.
And these guys are still here. We need to make Kim go to sleep. Phone's calling. Not gonna reply. Maybe later. All right, Kim. Let's chat.
Yes?
Huh? He doesn't want to chat? How do I make him do the end of day the thing? But going to sleep? See you in the morning. Sure. Bye. Volition is for morale. Ooh. Okay, I'll save right here.
You're back. Good. What can I help you with? More lessons in basic reality?
Oh no.
My favorite part of the day. Go ahead, ask me anything.
Now that we're alone, what is Bale?
Are you sure you're sure?
Yes, what is...
Your colleague seemed adamant.
What is the Pale?
Okay. The Pale is the most dominant geological feature of the world, Detective. The separative tissue between the islas. It is the inter-islary mass.
What is an isla?
Isla is a Messinian word for a continent of matter, enveloped on all sides by the Pale. Also, isolation, or landmass. We used to believe there was only one. In the last 4 centuries, we have discovered 7. Mundi, Seol, Samara, Ilmara, Grad, Katla, and this Insulinde.
And Insulinde is?
An oceanic isla. It comprises mostly of water. Muindi is the largest, Katla the coldest, Insulinde the bluest. What can I say? Each is perishing and dear.
Okay, what is the Pale like?
Achromatic, odorless, featureless. The Pale is the enemy of matter and life. It is not like any other, or anything in the world. It is the transition state of being into nothingness.
Is it here? Look around.
No, Detective. We're safe. It begins there, 6,000 kilometers to the north, and even more to the south, east, and west. You are in the middle of the Isla.
As your gaze instinctively turns north, A small black pit opens up in your stomach.
6,000 kilometers from the end of the world.
Yes. That is enough. Many cities are built much closer.
And they're pointing north?
An uproar of matter, darling. Rising into the pale. Rolling. Evaporating even. A great vision. The area of transition between the world and the pale is called porch collapse. Imagine a grey coronal mist, cold vapor marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's
a grey coronal mist called vapor marked by... I'm just sitting here imagining all of this. What an image. Marked by spores of an opportunistic microorganism, a mold that's adapted to grow at the edge of the unrest. It's
the most disco thing you will ever see.
What are its physical qualities?
It's difficult to describe, or even measure. Something whose fundamental property is the suspension of properties. Physical, epistemological, linguistic. The further into Pale you travel, the steeper the degree of suspension, right down to the mathematical. Numbers stop working. No one has yet passed the number barrier. It may be impossible.
If we're surrounded by Pale, how do you get from Isola to Isola?
Oh, it is so difficult for us. It is possible to force dimensions on the Pale. In modern times, we can even compress its latitude, bouncing radio waves from one end to the other, shortening the path. But it is still hard for humans to navigate the Pale without getting lost, or having our minds damaged.
The Pale can damage the mind.
Extensively.
How?
Some say the damage stems from extreme sensory deprivation. Others argue that Pale somehow consists of past information that's degrading, that it's rarefied past, not rarefied matter. They call it the blend over of the self. The Pale does not only suspend the laws of physics, but also the laws of psychology, maybe history even. The human mind becomes over-radiated by past.
So it's like past is the time and history, and beyond the dimensions where we are, all of that shit is like compressed and here and now, and there are no physical properties to it, just the memory, and time doesn't work, so it's just history.
Who says and who argues?
Wait, did she say that? Some say, others argue. Who says and who argues?
The logical positivists say, the dialectical materialists argue.
What does this over-radiation feel like?
It feels terrible. Absolutely terrible. International standards strictly limit civilian travelers to 6 days of Pale exposure per year.
Oh, so it's possible to go there.
It's more for her. Way more.
Civilian travelers, you're not a civilian passenger.
No nameless detective of the Citizens Militia. I am a member of the Entropanetic Business Class. I'm cleared and trained for 22 days of Pale transit annually.
Perhaps that explains her strange pining after the revolution. Some degraded early memories.
Are you over-radiated?
Up to my gills, officer.
Oh boy. What is anthroponetic?
Entroponetics is the scientific study of the Pale, or a recent iteration of it by way of Grad. The study of the Pale reaches back 6,000 years. The Pericarnassians called it the Western Plain.
They had not traveled the entire circumference of the Pericarnassian super E-Solar. It was not merely in the west, it was everywhere, even then, surrounding them.
Did they cross it, the Western Plain?
There are signs of pre-modern crossings. Successful navigation of the Pale relies not just on technical know-how, but intensive psychological preparation. Some of these tactics have been known for thousands of years.
What has anthroponetics changed then?
Nothing. We remain powerless before the Pale. The only real advance in Pale transit is the speed with which an aerostatic craft can pierce it. Less exposure leads to less effects later.
Aerostatic craft.
Hybrid airships, Detective. Conventional rotors or jet engines no longer add velocity after the point of reference for motion is suspended, once you've crossed from near Pale to far Pale.
Yeah, so no physical properties, so there will be no use of engines. Okay.
In essence, we throw them in and they come out the other end. If we throw them precisely.
If we do not?
Then they don't.
Oh shit.
Gone, like a skipping stone beneath the surface.
Mm-hmm. How much Pale is there compared to the world?
The Pale outweighs reality 2 to 1. There is more Pale than there is matter, and the ratio is slipping.
Slipping how? To our detriment or...
What do you think, Detective?
It's shrinking. There is more and more of the world. Oh, so this is... we say that the world is increasing. And it's growing, there is more and more of the Pale. I think the Pale would be growing.
Precisely. One of the few measurable effects of the Pale is that it is expanding at an unknown rate. An intuitive conclusion of that development is that one day the Pale will cover everything. But this sort of talk is mostly left to extremists.
It's not extreme at all, it's going to happen. Cover everything. That can't be. Where would we go? Stay silent. Where would we go?
Most people, and indeed most private and government sector organizations, entire civilizations and religions even, find handy ways to ignore or downplay that knowledge. I suggest you do the same.
Oh shit. Can I...
The Pale outweighs... What do you think, Detective? Precisely. An intuitive conclusion of that development. Most people...
Okay.
I suggest you do the same.
Let's return to reality, please.
Yes, sweet reality. But before we do, tell me, Detective, is this the first time you're hearing this? Do you really not remember anything?
Nothing, just alcohol, fumes and blackout. I sometimes sense vague shadows of a past, and it's not good. I'm getting a sense of who I am, but no, I didn't know this. Well, the second one, I'm not sure if he knew or didn't know this.
Then tell me, what do you think of the Pale?
It's terrifying, you were right, it's disco, it will end all life. That we continue to persist at all is a testament to our faith in one another. Its advance can only be stopped with immediate, total, ruthless communism. A powerful anti-communist force, perhaps too powerful, but still they have it coming. I'm worried, I have to say it doesn't sound very liberal to me. So this is the apocalypse cop thing, I guess. The end of the world being overtaken by Pale. I don't know how you all survived with it. It's a huge accomplishment. terrifying. It will end all life. You're right, it's disco. What is disco? Disco means something in Latin. Disco. Dutch, Finnish, Italian, Latin. I learn. Either learn or go away. I study, practice. Can I use that as the... Oh, you're right, it's disco. This is this. Her eyes tense, crow's feet radiate from them. She observes you. Your bloodshot eyes and swollen face.
You really didn't know. This does not spell good for the investigation, Detective. If you don't know even this, then...
I'll handle it. It's under control. The investigation will be my masterpiece, the one they remember me by, I promise. Yes, I'm in serious trouble here. It will be a fucking disaster, I know it. All those people will die. Not under control. My masterpiece... I'm not sure... Doesn't feel like a masterpiece. All those people will die. What people? Everyone? But we're not investigating everyone. So, in serious trouble.
Your colleague, Lieutenant Kisaragi, is competent. I checked up on him. And you have me. I will try to assist you in any way I can.
Some of that assurance is meant for herself, as much as it's meant for you. She must have a lot on the line here.
Even if we have to do it one basic term at a time.
Okay. Oof.
Glad to have been of assistance.
Oof. So that's done. Alright, this is on Wednesday. What is race enigma? Blah, 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 blah. So I could unlock a new... I'm very close to another skill point. Which thing do I need to ask Kim? I also need empathy. Doorbell, volition. Titus, authority. Cafeteria window. Joyce. Who's Joyce? Oh, that's her. Tommy, empathy. Suggestion. Inland Empire. For Kim. Pain threshold for warded door. I think I'll put one in this. And then with the next one, I'll try to unlock, I will unlock the thought thingy. And I need more empathy. Right. So this will be it for today. So tomorrow, no stream. Because I finally have an appointment with a neurologist. That one lonely piece of paper. How are these guys not asleep? What are they doing? How has he still not fixed the bird?
Can I help you?
Okay, let's save.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Suggestion. Okay.
You're an enthusiastic idiot.
Nope. I think this one is harder to pass. Revachol, Oranje, Klasse. Yeah.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
You're an
Nope. Okay, one last time.
Oh, hello, dear. There you are again.
Yay!
There's really no point in manipulating anyone. She'd be only too pleased to tell you about her work. Go on and ask.
So I can scratch this out. Lena. Hey Lena, I'd like to hear about some of the cryptids you've studied. Could you just tell me about a couple of them?
Oh, I'd be delighted. Truth be told, I could really use the company too.
Ah, not saving here. Okay. 10 more minutes maybe. What's the biggest cryptid?
That would be the giant of Kokonur.
She says as if it's a common knowledge.
The giant lives in the most arid parts of the vast Kokonur Desert in South Samara, casting a strange light across the barren wastes.
What do you mean strange light?
Mirage or psychogenous luminance.
Psychogenous luminance. And just how big is it?
No one knows for sure. It is like an awful mountain appearing from below the horizon and expanding to cover almost a third of your field of vision.
A third of your field of vision. Vision. Is it dangerous?
The towering luminosity of Kokonur is a bad omen in local folklore. Some say it's a fata morgana, others, fate unimaginable. That's what makes it so peculiar. a species surviving at the very limits of scientific law. The giant of Kokonur must be the largest animal the planet can support. There are limits, you see, to how large a metabolism an ecosystem can beget. Some say a gravity anomaly below the Kokonur desert might allow the creature to grow to these gargantuan sizes.
Great. This is great shit. You need more. Gravity anomaly? Digging it. Digging this parascientific stuff right here.
What's the tiniest cryptid?
Cryobacter catlensis.
Cryobacter catlensis?
Yes, a unicellular bacterium that was discovered in one of the northernmost points of Kotla on the Boreal Plateau by renowned geologist Caitlin Mijanou some 70 years ago.
What's so special about it?
The bacterial colony Mijanou found had remained alive while frozen in ice for longer than anyone could reliably estimate, certainly from before recorded history. Mijanou disappeared shortly after injecting herself with the bacteria she had brought back to study, no doubt in hopes of prolonging her own life.
Wait, she injected herself with it? You mean there's an immortal geologist wandering the world? I don't understand. Why would you prolong your life? Being alive is terrible. I intend to live forever too. As a symbol, she was preparing for the end times. She wanted to witness the twilight proceedings. Immortal bacteria, immortal geologist. That's too wild. Okay.
Yes, the bacteria had survived in the ice since times immemorial. It is not hard to see where she could have gotten the idea. Yes, and she's quite mad, too. After she treated herself with the bacteria, she stopped aging, but also became increasingly eccentric and irascible, so that even her oldest friends were forced to pull away. We can assume that she has been living somewhere in the wilderness for decades now, all alone except for the Cryobacter catlensis coursing through her bloodstream.
Holy fuck. The lady went wild and just went... What's the word? Feral. Good for her. What's the most dangerous cryptid?
The gnome of Jeroma.
A gnome?
Oh, it is. None of his victims survived. Grieving relatives never even found their bodies because the gnome's venom dissolved organic tissue.
What did this cryptid look like?
It was reportedly a small creature with webbed fingers and a protruding forehead and a gangly little thing. Quite scary to look at. A couple of campers found it when it was already dying. They heard an odd wailing in the woods and followed the sound. They were scared and wrapped it in tarpaulin to suffocate it. It still took the gnome of Jeroma an entire day to die.
Are there any photos?
Alas, no. And the first scientist who got his hands on the creature's corpse put it in a jar of formaldehyde, thinking that would detoxify the gnome's venom.
Did it dissolve the jar?
Instead, all the venom leaked out of the creature's teeth and into the surrounding liquid, dissolving the creature itself. A poetic end, perhaps, but a real loss for science.
Alas, always alas, and then it was gone. Isn't that overly convenient?
Yeah, seems very convenient that it just disappeared and nothing like it was seen again. No, it was a perfectly good explanation. Stop being skeptical.
Sure, a perfectly good explanation. It dissolved in its own venom. Go on then. Ask about more gnomes or whatever.
Are there any invisible cryptids?
What an interesting question. And the answer is yes, there
What's
are.
that?
The Coldamama Dakwa, or thin whisper of sound. And that's precisely what it seems to be.
Self-replicating sound waves, invisible and intangible. It's very afraid of us, which makes it incredibly difficult to track.
Koldamama Dakwa can also be translated as a whisper light and low.
A whisper light and low. Could it be here? What evidence is there this animal being sound? Why is it afraid of us? Okay, a whisper light and low.
Yes, that's another translation. They're both quite lovely, aren't they? Although the low part is a little ironic. The Koldamama Dakwa makes, or rather is, such a high-pitched sound that other animals, including humans, can't hear it. It could be everywhere all of the time, and we wouldn't know.
But how can an animal be a sound?
Many scientists have asked the same question. Some have claimed that it isn't itself a sound, but a tiny corpuscle that emits sound waves. But there's no evidence to support this theory.
Could it be here right now?
It could be. As I said, it could be everywhere. And we wouldn't know any better. It could be ringing all the days of our lives and nights.
Why is it afraid of us?
That is a sad story. A group of university students assisting with the field work in their enthusiasm for the project, and no doubt because they were preoccupied with impressing their professors, nearly drove it to extinction.
Okay, extinction?
They tried to communicate with it and had no other means but sound. So they started sending out sound waves at frequencies they thought might match the Mama Dakwas. And what happens when a sound wave meets another sound wave of the same frequency, dear?
Psst. They cancel each other out.
They cancel each other out?
Exactly. And these tests were performed so recklessly that when they happened upon the right frequency, well, they wiped out most of the population.
Great regret washes over her, a wending cloth.
After that, the corpuscle appears to have migrated elsewhere. There have been recordings of anomalies similar to those spotted in Ea, but they've been few and far between. It's impossible to confirm the presence of any stable Koldamama Dakwa population anywhere.
It's just sound. What evidence is there of this animal being a sound?
Plenty. It's the evidence that led to its discovery. In the 1920s, a group of Areopagite ornithologists, that is, scientists who study birds, were trying out a new recording technology for capturing sounds outside the range of human hearing. When playing back recordings they had made in the foothills of the Ea mountain range, they noticed certain anomalies, patterns that seemed random at first, but on closer examination were consistent with the waveforms of songbirds.
Just not.
The scientists soon discovered they could track and even predict what appeared to be feeding, mating, and migration patterns based on sound waves in a strictly delimited range of ultrasonic frequencies, even higher than those of the highest-pitched bat calls. They realized that they had discovered a new species and called it the Koldamama Dakwa, after the Paracanassian name for the voice of God, which is said to be very silent. They grew quite obsessed with these little birds. Even though they couldn't see them, they could distinguish among individual birds and even began to name some of them.
Invisible birds. Amazing. Wow. Name them?
Sequester, Time, Joscan. Those are but some of the Mama Dakwa they followed individually.
Uh-huh.
What about what?
This has been educational. Sadly, we need to discuss something else.
Of course, dear.
Okay, well, that's it. There's no more cryptid talk. My brain cannot take more than 3 hours of this game. Literally brain fried. Okay. Is she at home?
The door is closed. Still nothing. This door can only be opened with a key or from the inside.
Okay. Well, this is the end of the day. And, Chris, are you here? Are you still listening or watching?
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's your face.
Okay, actually, electrochemistry, huh? Let's see. +1. +1 genes instead of these. These also give me +1, so okay. Replace with this. And let's check. Let's check first.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Ooh, that's way better.
It's barely covered in steam.
Okay, so let's just save. Save. And try it.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall.
Ow.
It's too late.
No. Again. Chris, are you here or not? Because if you're not, then I'll just end the stream.
A mirror hangs on
And
the
then you
bathroom wall.
wouldn't say anything.
It's barely covered in steam anymore. It's too late.
It's too late.
A mirror hangs on the bathroom wall. It's like something
Bog.
snaps in you. A nerve ending. A thought. A sadness. Your face in the mirror is suddenly clean of the layer that had distorted it for God knows how long. Just like that, it's over. The running gag that your life had become. A sad old man looks back at you.
Oh, we lost the expression. Oh. So what does that mean? What does that mean? Authority -1, visual calculus -1. If I... Wait, what do gloves do? Electrochemistry. This gives me +1 to Inland Empire. Maybe I'll try this next time with Kim. This is +1 composure, which is good. Alright, well. Let's just save here. I don't know if he'll dream about stuff. Maybe let's.
The bed is still cold from the broken window, and not too inviting, but
Let's start the next stream with the new day.
the bed is still cold from the wind blowing in from the broken window. The mattress creaks as you close your eyes and try your hardest to fall asleep.
A dream.
Here we are again, my broken bud. The waves are coming, carrying you away. But you can't go. No, you have to stay. Always half aware of yourself. You're not cooperating, brother man. It's your disgusting body. Even through your sleep, you feel a vague discomfort suffusing it. Your belly and your sides are unpleasantly tender. You wish you could curl up into a fetal ball of safety. But you cannot, because of the pain.
And there's a lot of it, ever present in your organs. It's like every one of them has their own nasty song to sing. That pain in your right side is your enlarged liver, by the way. As for your kidneys, you've really been compounding the damage lately. Every cell in your body is moaning in agony, asking, what did we ever do to you?
I'm sorry, cells. It's all me. It's all my fault. It's all the system's fault. The system failed me. This body's worthless anyway. No one does anything nice to it.
Now, you're finally thinking about something other than yourself. Let's see how far that'll get you.
These are my just desserts. I will endure this pain with dignity. So what dignity? Hey, what is this? I was on the express to Zero home. I'm an artist and liver damages my heart. I think I need medical attention. 2 or 4. Four.
Oh, yes. They'll check you out, give you some pills, make it all okay. The Wonder Makers.
Don't be stupid, Harry. It's not happening. They don't make new kidneys and livers in hospital. All you've got to do is pray to God it passes and stare at the flickering darkness.
No praying to God will make anything pass. And I say that because I've tried that.
You're just stuck here, in the half-world. Could try looking at other people, really looking. But why would you want to start doing that?
Just get me out of here, then back to the other place. I will. I'm looking at people all the time. I like them. Human beings will always betray you. Get me out of here, then back to the other place. Okay.
Oh, baby boy, you're already in the other place. There's no nourishment for you tonight. Maybe tomorrow.
Maybe if you know, like, took a lot of drugs before you go to sleep, that'd do the trick. Maybe if you cracked the damn thing, then you'd feel satisfied and tired. holding the picture puzzle in your hands, complete. Maybe if you weren't so hard on yourself.
Electrochemistry, fuck you. Logic. Logic is surprisingly right in this case. Empathy is correct as well.
What do you think you're doing right now? Coming to some greater awareness? Look at all these lights, blinking in and out of existence. Thoughts! You're just pretending that you're asleep, even to yourself, while the world goes on without you.
Let it. Let it.
But it never seems to let you go, does it? Time to rise and wipe that shining sweat off as best you can. Gather your bearings. Rock and roll.
Day 3. Hopefully. Oh, the ear started fucking up. Alright, well. This is the time to end the gameplay of the game has hanged. No. Alright, where is he? Oh, he's sitting on the bed. Right, I'm saving here. I'm saving here. And this is it for today. And the next stream will be maybe in a couple of days. Thank you everyone who came in to check out the stream. Thank you if you are watching the VOD. Bye! I'm gonna read Brad because I want to see if what I suggested to him about Skyrim would work. And he's playing Skyrim.